Okay, guys, I am live because Catherine needed to get her art fix. So, again, my setup's lower right now because I haven't had a chance to fix it back higher. So everything's a little off right now, but we're gonna make it work somehow. Let's move this over and see if that helps. Okay, give me just a second to try to log on with my other phone so that I can see comments, because I cannot see comments right now. So give me just a moment. And I'm going to show you some awesome finds that I got today. The penny sale before people threw stuff in the dumpster at Family Dollar. Okay. So I'm trying to find my live. Give me just a second. It should let me know that I'm on. I can't see any comments yet. As soon as I can find my live, I will be right there. Take me just a moment. Okie dokie. Hey, everybody. Okay, now I'm slowly getting the comments, so I'm sorry it's taking me a moment to do this. Okay. Hey, Charming Giraffe. Hey, Spicy. Hey, Joshua. Avaloom. I don't want to say that wrong, but I'm probably doing it. Hey, Bridget. Hey, everybody. Catherine should be joining us in a minute because Catherine messaged me and she goes, you should go live. I am missing my art fix. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, so my Liquitex gloss varnish pouring medium came in today. I've been waiting for like 3 weeks for this to get here. Hey, Violet. And since I don't have any empty space anywhere, we're going to varnish some on the live, and we're going to drink a little. Hey, Camille. Let me see if I can clear it up. Okay, well, it's not clearing up, but anyway. I got some sweet pineapple wine I'm going to enjoy while I do a live with you guys. But first, Family Dollar was clearing their shelves, and they had a bunch of stuff they were getting ready to throw away. And I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but normally they will mark everything down to a penny on the day they're going to throw it away. So these awesome placemats. This side's textured, so I can't pour on it, but the back is completely flat. They're normally $1 a piece. I got them for a penny. So I'm going to pour my skins on these and peel them off. And I bought all of them that they had because, you know, a penny a piece. Why not? And then I found some of these awesome boards, and I think they're like 14 by 10 or something like that. But they have 3D raised elephants on them. Give me a second, I'll show you. Okay, so what I did to this one is I took the elephant off, and it's metal. So I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to pour on it, and then I'm going to put the elephant back on top of it. So it'll be an elephant on top of a pour, or I may not use the elephant. I haven't decided yet. But I got those for a penny as well. And then, dun, dun, dun. And then I got another one, and these are wood, by the way. I got another one that's a star, and it's just metal sitting on top of it. So you can just peel the metal off, pour on it, and then put the star back on. So that's what we're going to do. Some neat finds. Hey, Kathy. Catherine. I just called you Kathy again. And then I went to Dollar Tree, and I found this awesome skull steak. And I thought, how cool would it be to see if I could pour on these, and then after the pour is dry, paint it with glow-in-the-dark paint. And if this works, I'm going to buy a bunch and put them all down my sidewalk for Halloween. So those are a few of my fun finds tonight. So yeah, this is a sweet pineapple wine, and it says that it's fruity and light-bodied with tropical fruit flavors and hints of honeysuckle and honey. And I will say that it's got a rather decent taste. I'm not a big wine person. I was looking for a Chardonnay that my sister had told me about, but I wasn't able to find it. Okay, so yes, I hear you, Fawn. So give me just a second. And so about 2 weeks ago, we did this pour. This was actually the lemon squeeze. I know the lighting's not the best. I'm trying, you guys. Ooh, that would be nice. I'm normally like a Kentucky gentleman, bourbon, or, you know, that kind of alcohol. Wine is normally not my thing, but we're working on it. So we're going to varnish some paintings, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So first, I haven't done anything to this. We haven't removed any silicone, anything. This is just set up here and cured. There's tons of ways to remove silicone. Multiple ways work. But here's what I'm going to show you. These are hypoallergenic wipes. They don't have any added scents, added anything. And I'm just going to very easily wipe it down. The sides too. If you're going to varnish the sides, you need to wipe the sides and get silicone off the sides. It will pull very little paint off, but no more than any other method that you do. And I'm just going to wipe it down really good. And then I'm going to find my dry painter's rag. Which I'm almost out of. And then I'm just going to dry it off. And that is it, you guys. That is all I do. I've tried the baby powder. The baby powder did not work for me. It left white on top of some of my darker colors. It turned some of my blacks gray. It didn't fully wipe off. Any little divots I had filled up. So I don't do that anymore. This is what I do. And then I take my pouring medium. And I gotta open it first because I haven't opened it. And for those who are just tuning in, I'm using Liquitex Professional Gloss Varnish. The same thing I used on my last ones. And I just pour some on. Foam brush, nothing special, just cheap run-of-the-mill foam brush. I get, I think, 24 of them for like $4. I want to make sure I get some on both sides, that way it's never pulling flat. The first couple, I normally do 3 to 4 coats. The first couple coats, you'll always get some brush marks. But by the third coat, it's normally, you can't even see them. Sometimes if I see 1 or 2 through the third coat, then I'll do a fourth coat. And it doesn't matter which way you do, like I can change directions as long as the final pull on the coat is all the same direction. And it's as simple as that. You'll see some brush strokes on this one. If you have air bubbles, you can hit it with a torch, and that will pop any air bubbles. You normally don't have many air bubbles until the final coat, though. Now, I've seen some people sit and pour it on and do it just like you were doing a pour and let it drip off the edges, not brush it at all. And yeah, that works, but by the time you do that, everything you drip off that you waste, you could just do a couple coats and be good. I'm not going to do the edges the first coat around. I'll do the edges the second coat, then I sign it, then I do the edges again on the third coat. If it's one that I can sign on the side. Some of them you cannot sign on the side because you don't know which way somebody's going to turn it. So again, my wet one. Race car flag. This is what I use in all my paintings now. The first probably 15 paintings that I did, I had a spray, and I didn't really like the way that it did. It left, you could tell. If you do 3 to 4 coats of this, it almost feels like resin, as Marcy can vouch for because I sent her one of the pieces to get her opinion on it. And she even said on her live when she opened her fan mail that it felt just like resin. The first ones I did were not as nicely done. I used to use polyacrylic, but I noticed that all of mine were starting to crack when I used polyacrylic. It would dry and then I would get like a crackle effect. This is a 32 ounce bottle, which is almost as big as the canvas is. It's normally $45 at Michael's, but I used a 50% off coupon. I got it for $21, and that was shipping and everything. So if you'll catch it, most of the time Liquitex, they don't charge shipping on. Most of the time it's when you put it in your cart, it goes. But this comes from Michael's, and I got it for $21. A 8 ounce bottle would have cost me $21. I got a 32 ounce bottle for $21 just by waiting on the coupon to hit my inbox. I am going to be dabbling in resin soon. I have ordered some different molds for resin. I've got some ideals. Elizabeth, you're welcome to ask the question anytime you want. I don't mind talking while I'm doing this. I might even get to do a pour tonight if I get some of these done. I've just got probably 20 of these that need done, and I'm going to have to do a couple coats, but I'll only be able to do 1 coat on each tonight. Dun, dun. Question. Yeah, the spray varnish, Catherine, was okay until I realized how much nicer it was to do it this way. Once I realized how awesome it was to do it this way, I never wanted to go back. Even if it meant that I would have to take a couple weeks to be able to afford it. Okay, I'm going to slide the chair back so you're going to hear some noise for a second. because I do need to kind of clear, and I'll be able to show you because I have one here that has a couple coats on it already, so I can kind of show you what happens with it. Okay, that one's that first coat. This one's one. Sit that down. So I'm thinking about re-pouring over that. I had to move a few things out of the way so I have somewhere to sell these. I'm running out of space, you guys. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so here is one that already has 2 coats on it. It's pretty shiny, but I can still see some slight brush strokes right through here when the light hits it. So we're going to put the 3rd coat on this one and eliminate those brush strokes. If this coat eliminates the brush strokes fully, which normally the 3rd coat does, then this one, once it's dry and cure, will be in my shop. I don't post anything in the shop unless it's ready to go because I'd hate for somebody to purchase it and me not have it ready. And you don't have to push down hard with the brush. It's mainly just there to help you move the paint around. Well, it's not even paint, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to tilt this a little. I just want to make sure everything's covered. There are no brush strokes. There are a few air bubbles. And if you pop the air bubbles and then it leaves a void, like it did over here, I just take the corner of the brush and dip it, and it fills that void, and it self-levels. So it'll fill the voids. It'll look beautiful. Let's do the edges real quick because this is a final coat probably on this one. I don't see any brush strokes left. The varnish is actually really fun. It's easy. The varnish doesn't take long at all. It dries in a couple hours. I normally do 3 to 4 coats. You could technically do it all night. Plus, the good thing about this varnish is, say you were doing something and it eventually was hung in a museum. This varnish, there's a special conditioner, I think it's called, that you can use to take this varnish off of canvases to revarnish and update the painting. I learned that in a class. The varnish is fully cured after 24 hours, but it's completely dry after a couple hours. Bye, Spicy. We'll see you if you come back on. I'll probably be here for a while because I've got plenty to do and everybody just loves to talk. And I'm drinking my wine out of the bottle, but I think I would feel better if I was drinking it out of a cup. And I'm not getting up to go get a cup, you guys, so we're gonna get a little bit tipsy. I actually started before I even came in here, you guys, just so you know. So I've already got some in my system. Okay. This was a 6 bottle cap flip. I believe we did this one live too. Well, Catherine, if I get to come visit anytime soon, I will bring wine with me. I wanted some Kentucky Gentlemen, but the ABC store was too far away. I actually really wanted some Chardonnay, but that did not happen. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find the brand that my sister had, and that was really the brand I wanted. And she was at work, so I couldn't call her and be like, yo, where'd you find it at? I wanted to, but I couldn't. I'll pour a little bit more because I need a little bit more over here. There we go. My phone's lagging, so hopefully you guys aren't lagging like I am. I haven't tried that, Catherine. I actually am not a wine person, but this is all I could get my hands on, and I really felt like I needed a drink tonight, so that's what I went for. They had a couple other options, but I wasn't too very excited about the way any of those options looked. So I was like, Thursday nights, my lives are going to start being at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it gets to the point where I need to change that to later because of the West Coast people, I can. Okay. I'm really considering pouring over this one, you guys. What do you think? It's all the colors were so close that you can't really see, or maybe using it as a background, maybe. Well, if you know you're going to be 30 minutes late, I can always wait 30 minutes. Because the time is just, I'm trying to work with people on what works with everybody. So what are your opinions on this one? Because if I'm going to pour over it, I'm not going to varnish it. Background it. Okay, so we're going to set it to the side for right now. We will figure out something awesome to do with it. I pull this wax paper. I keep wax paper between all my paintings, whether they're varnished or not, but especially if they're not varnished. Okay, this one's kind of trippy, and I can actually see quite a bit of silicone on it. I can see it glistening right there. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it too. Probably not. But anyway. And I'm still using the same wet one that I used at the beginning because all you need is something damp. And you can actually just, when you wipe it, you can see it pull the silicone off. Look, it's not even shiny anymore. So. This one does have a couple pinholes in it, like 4 or 5 right here. But the good thing about the varnish is it'll seep into those holes and you won't be able to see them. Hey, Kaylin. Yeah, it kind of does. And it's got some color shifts and it's got some metallics. So depending on how you turn it, you can see like the metallic in it, which I really like. Oh, and I got a new strainer today. I had ordered another type of strainer from Wish, and it came in today. So I'm excited to try that maybe Thursday. Maybe I can get all these varnished and get them out of the way so that I'll be able to. I was a little late coming in here. Catherine wanted an art fix, and we got home, and Bill wanted to watch a little bit of Fear the Walking Dead before he took a shower. So I get a lot of stuff on Wish, honestly. A lot of stuff comes from Wish. I even ordered some paints on Wish, and I'm excited to kind of see if they are okay when they come. Just to kind of see what to expect if I want to order more. I'm moving some things around, you guys, so I have room. It's the only thing about being in the little closet. You don't really have room to sit everything so it can dry. See, I can see the brush strokes on this one, but that's okay because I will do a couple more coats and they will disappear. I believe that this one was a syringe or a lemon squeeze. And then I went back and painted the edges. It's a lot darker than what you can see. Well, y'all are welcome to be lazy and observe because I'm being lazy and getting a little tipsy while I varnish my paintings. So we're all good on that. Message retracted. Interesting. Oh God, that was good. So yeah, I have found a semi wine that I'm okay with. I'm kind of cool with this wine. It works. Not a wine drinker, but it works. I really, 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 really want some Kentucky Gentlemen so bad. I used to sit up with my cousin. Her name's Angelica, but everybody calls her Jelly. And she stayed with me and Bill for a while when we lived in my hometown. And I used to sit up with her and just do shots all night. It was so much fun. Trying to find somewhere to put a painting is like pulling teeth here in this house. Okay, so let me move some stuff out of the way. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so you can sit there and varnish. Slide a cup under you just in case. So I'm not varnishing this one yet, but I'm gonna let you guys see it. I'm bringing the light down actually. So this was the dip that we did the other day in all those metallics. And there's probably like 100 or 200 colors on here. It's like really awesome. You guys can't see it as good, but it's going to be nice after it's varnished, but it has to sit for a while longer before I can varnish it. This flashlight is killing me. I cannot wait until my light comes in. I'm still waiting on my light. I'm still waiting on my piece for my phone. Yes, thank God. She's gone. She's not coming back. She wants to. I'm not letting her. I have already put my foot down. So, don't really have to stress about that. I love this piece. I absolutely love it. And I'm honestly considering not even selling it. Like, that's how much I love it. Well, I used to not drink bourbon, whiskey, anything like that, but that's what Jelly drank. And if she was buying, I was more than happy to partake with her so that she was not alone drinking. And some of these paintings didn't have silicone in them, but just because I can't remember all the time which ones do and which ones don't, I still wipe them all down. It's just better that way. Hey, Libby. You're fine. We're just having fun, varnishing some paintings and drinking some wine. The Charming Giraffe, let me tell you, the one that you fell in love with and purchased was also one that L Spicy was crazy in love with. So he messages me like 2 hours after you bought the painting. And he goes, someone got my painting. Someone got the painting I was going to order. And I was like, yep. Which one was it? And he told me, and I was like, yeah, Charming Giraffe got it. She just snuck it right out from under you somehow. He said he was just glad it went to a good home. So he's going to watch and wait till he finds another one that he likes. But yeah, he was like, that was one of my favorites. That's something else I wanted to ask you. I'm on here. Okay, that was one of my first pieces in the first probably 10 that I did. So that one is spray varnished. Would you like me to send it to you like that? Or would you like me to go over it with a couple coats of the Liquitex varnish? Because if you want it to be revarnished, I can do that for you. Okay, look at how awesome this one did. There are no brush strokes, and that was the very first coat. So that is pretty awesome, but it's still going to get more coats. Libby, I wonder why I didn't edit your comment, because sometimes it does. Elizabeth, on the credits, all you have to do is go to my Etsy store, which the link's in the description of my other video, and I'll put it in this one after my live. You pick out what you want and put it in your cart, and then you message me on Etsy and let me know. And let me know if you're using your full credit or a partial credit. And I have to generate a one-time use coupon code that's just for you for your credit. And I'll give you the code, and then you just type the code in when you go to your cart, and it takes your credit off. So it's real easy to do. Just get what you want. Let me know if you're going to use all your credit or part of your credit, and we will go from there. I did have one person who won credit from Canada, and that would be Heather. Heather won $12 in credit. She's in Canada. I offered to change my Etsy to ship it to her in Canada. And she said that her bank or whatever she was trying to pay the shipping with red flagged Etsy. And I offered to send it a different way, and she said she wasn't worried about it, just to give her credit to somebody else. So that $12 worth of credit will be up and available if somebody needs it. I figured I would just wait and see who actually needs to use it. But I'm mentioning it. Oop, tongue-tied, sorry. I'm mentioning it here so that you guys know that she is giving that credit out to one of you. She didn't have any preferences. This one is actually really cool. The cells are really awesome. I really wish you guys could see the actual awesomeness of it. This flashlight is just being a bitch. If I can say that on YouTube, I don't think I can. So I like this corner a lot. And it didn't have any cells in the middle when we did it. And then we came back the next day and there were like cells everywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I have a ring light coming. It's just taking forever to get here because all of my shipments are on hold. Is it already on the store, Elizabeth, or is it one that I've done that we haven't done? All of these will be on the store by the end of the week. Because I'm going to have to put 2 to 3 coats on every one of these and let them fully dry. But then once they're dry, they will be up on the Etsy store and available. Doo-doo. This one was definitely alive. And this is one that you guys dubbed Volcano. Yeah. One I used a kid's toy with. It's probably still up here. I have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I have 45 paintings sitting in front of me that have to be varnished, you guys. Like I said, I've been waiting on varnish for a while. I didn't have the money to order it, and then when I had the money to order it, the storm hit, and shipping was delayed for 3 weeks. So this is about a month and a half worth of paintings that I have not been able to varnish yet. So that's the other good thing about this Liquitex varnish, though. This, I don't know how far this 32-ounce bottle will get, but an 8-ounce bottle of the same exact stuff did about 20 8x10s, and in with those 8x10s, I did have a couple. I think I had a 12x24. I had a 20x16. So, I mean, it did quite a few. It covers a lot, even doing this many coats. So the one you're looking for, if it's not in my shop already, it is probably in the stack that I'm varnishing tonight. My goal is to try to get 1 coat of varnish on each of these tonight, if I can find places to put them, because I have them stacked in here with sheets between them. Okay. So let me see, you guys. I'm going to slide back. You're going to hear the chair for a minute. It's going to be very loud, like it always is. And I'm going to move a few paintings around. Dun, 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 dun. Just because I need some space. Okay, that opens space for what? 3 more? Move this one out of the way. I promise I didn't leave you guys. I'm just trying to sit some of these over. It's where I'll have room. Painting there. I'm still here, I just can't really. Okay, Elizabeth, I will hopefully get to it tonight. And if you see it, let me know and I will make a note. Pull a couple of these out of the way so I can make some room so I don't have to get up as much. Okay. Slide that one back. Okay, that was interesting, you guys. My flashlight just hit my wine. It was trying to take out my wine. Okay, I'm back. David's laughing in his sleep. Tell him we're not that funny. Oh, guys, you just don't understand how amazing this wine is. Okay, I like this one. This was one of the first negative space I did that wasn't black or white. I actually believe it was either Allie or Tina. Pretty sure it was Allie, but it might have been Tina. One of the two chose the background color and chose that we would blow this side with the straw and that we would leave this side alone. So it was kind of a collaboration between all of us. Let me sit that over. I'm not varnishing that tonight. Okay. It was Tina. Yeah, the flashlight wants some of my drink and I really don't want to share it. I don't want to be drunk tonight. Oh, did you see that, guys? The alcohol's already affecting me. I haven't cleaned it. I don't think it's affecting me that bad, but whatever. We're having fun. That's all that matters. And I know varnishing is kind of boring, but I get questions all the time about it. And before I can really do any pours, I kind of need to varnish. I will say that if I get enough varnish tonight, then we will do a pour tonight. Okay. And I will be moving my camera stand back up higher, hopefully tomorrow. I had some people buy canvases that I had in the totes, and I had the totes on each side holding it up. So I had to pull it down, and I've got a couple people that are still deciding on making purchases. So I didn't want to put them up just to have to pull them right back down. We'll see. Or I may find something else. Because currently I have 2 5-gallon buckets. I'm thinking if I put a lid on each of the buckets, I can stack another bucket on top of it. And that would work. Maybe. Dun, dun, dun. This one was also one of the lemon squeezes. And it's also a different background color. Are we still running good? Hey, you have to. When you're in a condensed space, you have to make it work. And you guys can't see the full canvas because I've got it so low right now. See, that's about all of the color that comes off. So just a little bit of like the blue-green came off. So it's not going to ruin your painting. People always they're scared that wiping it down like that is going to ruin your painting. It's not. You can even wipe it down with the dish soap and a damp rag, and it's not going to ruin your painting. And I'm really not using much, you guys. This is probably like a tablespoon and a half or something like that. And I do that each coat. And I actually probably could use a little less, but I don't mind it dripping over the sides. And you can pull it any way you want to start with, as long as you finish the layer all in the same direction. Libby, I'm wiping them down with just a regular standard wet one that has no dyes or nothing. It's hypoallergenic, so it doesn't have any scents, it doesn't have any dyes, anything like that. And then I'm drying it with a dry rag, and that pulls all of the silicone off. Okay. I'm sorry for all the loud noise, but I do have wax paper in between all of these. Okay, this one's a little crazy and wild, and I'm not so sure about. See if I can pull it to where you can see it. There's just a lot going on this one. I will show you how I sign one. I will have to go to my living room. So before I end this live, or maybe on the next live, just because, let me see. I'm picking you up for a second. Boop, boop, boop. So the phone that's recording up here, where you guys can see what's going on, it's 40%, so it's okay. The phone I'm using over here to read your comments is only 19%. So if it does go to die, then I'll just have to charge it and do a separate live. But I will do a live to show you how I sign them. I actually don't sign the front of the painting like some people because the client may want to turn it a different way and then it'll look weird. So I sign the back. I have some vinyl stickers. They're not regular stickers, they're like vinyl decals. And they go on the back. The first few I sent out had business cards because my decals hadn't come in, but they're glued to the back. And it's the business card size. And then the name of the painting I handwrite underneath. Then I sign it and put the year. And then I always sign in the bottom corner as well. That way they have all of my information, my art profile, all of that, the name of the actual painting, and my signature and the year it was done. I do not clean up the backs currently. I think it lets people know that it's an original piece, for one, and I just like the way they look. If somebody requests me to clean up the back, I would clean up the back. But currently, all of my buyers have been happy the way they are. Kathy, I have had to record Bill a couple times just to prove that he does talk in his sleep because he swears he doesn't. One night he was talking about a bear and it was chasing him and he couldn't get away from it. Everywhere he would hide, it would find him. And so I recorded it and I told him about it the next morning and he denied it. And he couldn't believe that he would talk in his sleep. So I played it back for him. So that's a long-standing joke with us. Bill talks in his sleep quite a bit. Quite a bit. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm probably going to polish this bottle off tonight, in all honesty, you guys. And that coming from somebody who hasn't had a sip of alcohol in over a year is saying something. Okay, this one is awesome. It has all of these hidden cells that you can like barely see inside these tree rings. Like they're like shadow cells. It's really cool. And then it's got like some copper in here and a deep red. This one was just red, blue, white, and copper. And we ended up with purples, some really nice pinks, some really vibrant reds. That is a little creepy. That is quite creepy, Kathy. Or Catherine. But you never know. You never know. I really do. I really do. But it kind of feels good to just be able to relax and chill. And I wasn't going to go live tonight. I was just kind of going to varnish in my own little time and just drink and chill. And I'm kind of glad that Catherine said she needed her art fix. And she needed me to go live. Because now I'm live with you guys. And we're all getting to kind of have some fun together. I would say men in their video games, but my man's not really a video game kind of guy. So, you know, can't really say that. Let me put that one down because we're not sure on that one. Okay. I'm getting a lot done tonight, guys. Okay, Charming Giraffe. Oh, when does Marcy go live tonight? It is Monday night, isn't it? Oh, goodness. I was trying not to do it the same night as her. Okay, so this one's pretty awesome. It's got some really nice action up here. Some in this corner, but I believe everybody's favorite corner was this one here. And we did a tree ring pour, and then we just swiped the corners because I didn't like that they were blank because I'm weird like that. Well, Spicy, look who's back. $8:30 Pacific time. So let's see. That's going to be 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12. Really? Oh, 11:30 my time? Okay, see, I did my math wrong. See how that works. I have been drinking, guys. My math skills are not on point tonight. I'm actually amazed that I'm even remembering to wipe these off. In all honesty. And I'm trying to find the orange one that Elizabeth likes. I'm trying to get to that. I'm not a lit. I'm just warm. I have warmed up quite a bit. What you guys can't see at this point is I have already shed my shirt and I'm sitting in my art closet shirtless at this point. It got really warm all of a sudden. So, you know, what you guys can't see doesn't matter, does it? It got warm. I'm having a good night, though. I'm going to have a lot of fun during Marcy's live, let me tell you. Y'all are going to be like, Marcy, don't blame her. She was just drinking earlier and may have got slightly out of hand. To wipe my phone screen off because I just got pouring medium on it. Are we still here, guys? Where did we go? Okay. My phone was being weird, you guys. Sorry. I thought I had lost everybody. Okay, Elizabeth said something about orange. So I'm hoping we find it soon. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Hey, Cactus. This one's actually pretty fun. Can you guys even see it? Probably not. Oh, that's the wrong wet one. See? Don't drink and paint, you guys. Oh, you're not late, Cactus. We're just kind of talking, and it's a random live. I don't normally come live on Monday because of Marcy's live, and I like to try not to compete with my fellow painters and artists. We're cleaning off the silicone, drying canvases and varnishing them tonight. And we're looking for a special canvas that Elizabeth is interested in that has orange in it. And I should be getting close to it because I'm almost done with one stack. Maybe, depending on when I did the video. I might be getting close. So in case you weren't on earlier, if you won credits the other night and you want to use them and you didn't understand quite how to, all you have to do is go to the Etsy store, which the link's in the description, and pick what you want, put it in your cart, and then message me on Etsy and tell me if you're going to use your full credit or a partial credit and how much, and I will send you your specific coupon code for just you. And stuff is wanting to fall. Give me just a second. There's a lot of wax paper sitting over here. I don't want it all over my floor. Okay. Yeah, my phone that's recording is at 40-some%, so it's okay. But the phone that I can read the comments on is at 15%. So if it dies, I will leave and charge it and then come back if it dies. But I'll let you guys know beforehand. Okay, so I'm trying to find this one because, okay guys, I'm going to stand up for a minute so you're going to hear my chair. And I'm not going to be able to read comments for just a second. I did just find an orange one. So once I move these out of the way, we will see if that happens to be the orange one that Elizabeth is looking for. If not, I'm sure there's a ton more orange ones up here. So I'm trying to move a few things out of the way. Because I only have about 3 more spots to put paintings so they can dry. Okay, so Elizabeth, there's one of the orange ones. It might be the only orange one. Not 100% sure. That is it. Okay, Elizabeth. I will make a note. This one has not been named yet. So if anybody has ideas on a name, or if you would like to name it yourself, Elizabeth, let me know. Are you still buffering, Bridget, or did it finally clear up? This one's actually the only one, Elizabeth, where the neon orange paint actually worked. The other ones I used black instead of the white, and it dulled out the orange. So this is actually kind of luck of the draw painting. Do, do, do. Orange hibiscus. Okie dokie. I will make a note of that. Do I have a pen right here? Because I'll say I'll make a note of it and I'll forget. So we're just going to go ahead and make a note. Well, that was fast, Catherine. We found the painting that Elizabeth wants, and it is getting varnished as we speak. And it will have a couple, 2 to 3 more coats. Missed a spot. 2 to 3 more coats on it, and probably ready to go by the weekend. That is Elizabeth's orange hibiscus. Okay. Here's some more paper. Okay, so I have room to varnish one more, and then if everybody wants to see a pour, I'll do a pour before my phone with the comments on it dies. I hate that you guys can't see the whole painting because of the frame. But I'm going to try to fix that tomorrow. I'll try to get us back up higher tomorrow. So if everybody wants to see a pour before I go off, I will do a pour after I varnish this one. Because I have space to sit one more to dry tonight. And still have my space up here open. Okie dokie. Sounds like we are going to do a pour tonight. So, Charming Giraffe, would you like me to do your pour tonight? Your custom pour for your prize? Or would you like me to wait and do that on my regular live on Thursdays? Just let me know. I can do your pour tonight, or I can do it Thursday on the live if you need more time to decide on everything. Catherine, that's the problem I've been struggling with. That's why I chose Thursdays, because I didn't want to do a Monday, but I ended up going live tonight anyway. I didn't want to compete with Marcy. I don't want to have to compete with any of my other painting peoples. So Marcy is Mondays, sometimes Fridays. Johnny, her husband, is Fridays. So most people go to church on Wednesday, or some people. I'm not going to say most because that's not always true. So I chose Thursday. Are you buffing? Is everybody buffing, or is it just Bridget? Because I don't want to buffer everybody. I don't want Bridget to be buffering either, but, you know, if it's her phone, I can't really fix that. Okay, guys, so because you can't see the full thing, I think we're going to pour on something smaller, maybe. You mean West Coast spicy? Spicy is 1013 on the East Coast. I think you got your East and West mixed up. Good job, Spicy. You figured it out. Okay, so I had these little 4x4s. And this one didn't turn out. It was really, really dark. And Bill's mom put her hand in a silver painting and then rubbed her finger across. So it's hard to tell because I think I wiped it off pretty good. But I want to redo this one. So we're going to re-pour over this one. And then I want to re-pour over this one. It got really dark over here. It's really muddy right here. And there's a fingerprint dry in it where she touched it. I am keeping this one. This one turned out great. I love the way it did. I'm going to keep it. So we're going to keep that one. pour over these two because everybody wants to see a pour tonight. Something else, you can either wash these out in between each varnish session, or you can slide it in a Ziploc bag and fully seal it and it will not dry out. So you can do either of the two, that way you can reuse your brushes. Yes, tiny cute paintings. Okay, well, first things first, before I get the colors, my cup's empty. So we're gonna go ahead and fill that back up. And then we're gonna choose some colors. So you guys, let me see if I can move something a little bit. Oh, I hit the phone. Now let me see if I can move the phone back over here. Keep saying rotate device. Shut up, phone. Nobody wants to rotate the device. We don't care. Okay, so what colors would you guys like to see? Okay, I see pink. I have several blues, actually. Let me see if I have a teal. I'm out of the exact teal, but I have this one that's like an aqua green that's close to teal, but a little bit more green than teal. Okay, so we've got pink, green, and blue. Would you like to add this to it? Or I don't think I have anything else closer to teal. I can sneak into my stash and look. I have a turquoise. Use the greenish teal. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna use this. I've got blue. I see pink and somebody said green. So I did actually, let me move my, and see, I didn't hardly use any of this. When it's standing up, it's still up to here. So, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've varnished 18 paintings with you guys tonight, and it hardly used any of this bottle. Like, I may have used an ounce out of 32 ounces, maybe. Okay, so I did buy a green this week to test out. I got a spring green. And then pink. Let's do candy pink. And then blue, which I have my cobalt hue pre-mixed. Okay, so I'm gonna go with these colors. Do you guys want to see me add white or black or neither? And do you want any metallics? Well, Catherine, you're doing that this week? Okay, that should be fine. I don't think I sent you any candy pink. Okay. Get a taste of my wine and then we're gonna go for this. Okay. So, I got this new metallic Inca gold. I think that's how it's pronounced. And it's kind of a yellow tone gold instead of a pink tone gold. So I think we'll try that out tonight. Okay, what Libby said. Okay, so do you guys care how we do it? Do you want flip cup? Do you want, what do you want? While I'm getting a couple cups to mix these 3 colors that aren't mixed. Oh, apple cider. We're getting a sip of apple cider. Is that how this is happening? I actually don't know that I've ever drank apple cider. I might need to try that at some point. Tree ring. Okay, so the vote is tree ring. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, you guys, and I really don't want to sneeze, but yep, I sneezed. It happened. I half sneezed. I half held it in. We just always have so much fun that I just really enjoy it. This has been a fun live, you guys. It's a little weird with this thing way low, but okay, 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. Boop, that's a little more than 1 part, but whatever. Boop. Okay. Blue knife. Okay, guys, do you want silicone or no silicone? Okay, so silicone, no silicone, silicone 1. What do you guys want to do? Since it's a tree ring pour, you guys let me know. I think it's probably just the dust. I've been doing a lot of cleaning today. And I think I've stirred up quite a bit of dust in the house. And the cat's litter. The cat's litter definitely kind of... I got a new litter because it has Febreze in it and it's supposed to help with the odor, which the cats don't really have that much odor, but it really hasn't done anything but made me sneeze. Okay, so no silicone because we don't want to sell. Okie dokie. Well, we'll probably get cells anyway with the golds because it is a metallic. Kathy, I think if it's something you want to do and you're doing it for you, then I'm all for it. This Artist Loft paint is a little thicker, so I'm gonna have to put a little more in it. I've been trying to get Bill to quit, and he actually quit for a good while. And then we went through kind of a split, and he started smoking again when he moved down with his sister. In all honesty, it wasn't really a my choice split. It was he was just out of his accident and wasn't thinking straight, and people took advantage of him. But they thought he was going to get a check, so they convinced him to come with them. Catherine, you're fine. Okay, so we're going to do a tree ring. So I'm going to layer them in the cup. That cup, I need a smaller cup. Yes, I'm starting to feel the alcohol just a little bit. just a smidge. Okay. So it was either Libby or Elizabeth that said a little white. So I'm going to put a touch of white in the bottom of each cup just to help pour the colors out. Dun dun dun. Aqua. Aqua. Pink. That should give us some light purples maybe. And then before I add the green, I'm going to add a little bit of gold. I'm going to have more paint than I need, you guys, but it's fine. Because whatever. Then I'm going to add a little bit of green to each. Do, 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 do. Get out of my cup, green. I'm telling you to get out of my cup. And a little bit of blue. Boop. Boop. Okay, you guys. I can't do both at the same time because, I can't simultaneously do tree rings. Not with alcohol in my system anyway. So we're going to do them one at a time. Well, happy birthday to Elizabeth's baby. I remember when I turned 25 and I felt like I had the whole world ahead of me. And now I'm 28 and I'm just like, oh my God, where did the time go? I really feel old. Like, I sat down the other day and I was like, in 2 years, I am going to be 30. Oh, you guys see that? I broke the cup. I broke it. It happened. I have to keep looking over to make sure you guys are there because that cell phone is on like 5%. Everything's falling. Okay. Yep, not a drop of silicone, already getting cells. Ooh, it got warm in here. Do, 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 do. I'm not drunk, you guys. I'm just slightly tipsy. I haven't drunk in, I think the last time I drank was when Bill and I first started. No, we'd stayed in the cabin, so we had been together maybe 4 years. So it's been probably 5 to 6 years, you guys, in all honesty, since I've really drank. So my body's just not used to me doing it. I haven't broke anything. I just knocked some stuff over. As long as the wine bottle doesn't break, we're good, you guys. And even if it did at this point, it's not even halfway full. So, it's not really gonna hurt it. Okay, I'm gonna pull this to the side. And we're gonna pull this one up. I did break the cup, Spicy. I'm sorry. I actually did break something. But this is the cup that matters. Oh, and it is so good too. I wish I could share it with you guys. Okay, did I read something wrong? Somebody said there was a 50 in the middle of the cup. Where is there a 50 at? Okay, I don't know. If it's there, I don't see it, but it might be because I'm drunk or tipsy. Okay, tree ring number 2. Numero dos. Woo. Spicy, if you were here, I would give you several sips. We would have to get another bottle, though. Just so that's understood. Not because I don't want to share, but because it's running low. Yes, when I make trips and come and collab with all of you guys, there will be wine or some form of alcohol involved. I really like these colors, you guys. You guys chose some really awesome colors that normally I would not put together. I don't want to pour any more of this side over because I really like those tree rings. Boop, 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 doop. Boop, 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 doop. Boone's Farm is pretty decent. Not only are they both pretty, I actually think if I turn this one this way and I bring this one down here and turn it this way, that it looks like they were poured together. Look at how the white rings go in. So it kind of looks like they're a pair. My cell phone that's doing my comments is on 3%, so it's probably going to die. So look at the awesomeness. It does. It looks like we made them at the same time. Like, what do they call it? A die tech or something? Yeah, I'll probably sell them as a set. And in all honesty, I probably won't even get a chance to sell them because my little sister will see them and see the pink and go crazy. Okay, can you guys still see that? I got 3% left, so I'm going to talk to you guys until it almost dies. Those were cute. Oh, hey. Is it Michela or Michela? See, I'm not trying to butcher your name, but I've had a little more than half a bottle of wine by myself, and I haven't eaten, so it's kind of going straight to me. Oh, Catherine, do you want them? Well, I may not even be able to show them to my sister. I wish you could see all the little bitty cells that are coming up because it's awesome. There's some like hot pink cells popping up over here. It's really cool, actually. Michaela, I think. Okay, that might be it. Hey, Leanne, I just realized you were here. I'm sorry. I wasn't ignoring you. Okay, so Catherine has claimed this set as hers. These are Catherine's. And then the orange hibiscus is property of Elizabeth. Okay, you guys, this was an awesome night. I got 18 paintings varnished. We did these 2 little pours. So here's my thought. I would like to, because I don't drive and Bill won't take off work to go anywhere. After the winter, because winters get rough here in North Carolina, you guys. After the winter, I would like to get up with you guys and kind of see what your schedule allows. And I would like to take a Greyhound trip, maybe take off for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and make stops. And I want to do collabs with everybody. Anybody on here that paints, does pours, any kind of art, I want to do collabs. Winters do get crazy in the Midwest and up north. I know because I was stuck in Oregon for almost 4 days in a snowstorm. Um, so they get rough everywhere. But, and we went through New York, Illinois, Ohio, all of that during last winter, and it was pretty rough. So I want to wait till after the winter, you guys. Like maybe February, March, end of February to March, or a little later than that. And I want to start saving up now, and I'm going to take about 2 weeks, and I'm just going to stop, and I'm going to see everybody. We're going to collab with Bridget. We're going to collab with Catherine. I'm even going to make it out to Cali to collab with Marcy. But Marcy said she was coming to North Carolina soon because some of her dad's parents were, family were here. So I may get to collab with her a little sooner than that. I want to come see you, Spicy, just because I would love to meet you. I do think I'm going to try to go to Florida with Tina. So anybody who wants to get on my itinerary needs to message me so that we can get together and I can find out where you're at so I can kind of plan it. Look up pricing and everything because I'm going to have to take the Greyhound, you know. I looked into a train. There's a train ride that goes from somewhere near New York out to Cali. And I think it's a week or a week and a half ride, but it's a scenic ride. And I thought about doing that too. But anyway, I think it would be a lot of fun to do collabs with a bunch of people. And not only people like Marcy, but people like Bridget and Catherine and Tina, people who don't have the big following. Like me, you know, I don't have a big following. So if we collab together and then we link each other's profiles, then my little measly 100 subscribers can all subscribe to your channel, and then your subscribers can subscribe to my channel, and we can help each other out and network. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, Bridget, I have your info. I have Catherine's info. I have Tina's info. I have Marcy's info. So lots of collabs next year. That's my goal for next year. I want to do collabs. I also have a goal, you guys, not this December, but by next December, I would like to have 1,000 subscribers. Libby, I love North Dakota. Are you anywhere near Velva and Minot? I actually spent a year in Velva 3 years ago, and it was beautiful until right after Thanksgiving. And right after Thanksgiving, we had like 14, 15 foot snow drifts, and I left. So I loved Velva. Bill worked in Minot, and we stayed in Velva, and it's this cute little town of like 300 people. They have one little bitty store, and it's awesome. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. If it wasn't for the winters, I would still be there. Oh, I've been to Newtown. Yes, it was. And that actually happened to be the year that me and Bill got in the accident. So we ended up being in the hospital most of the time, and then the weather was bad, and my family had to come up and pick us up, rent a vehicle and pick us up. Kentucky's not too far from me, honestly. Depending on what part of Kentucky, I can get to Kentucky in about 5-6 hours, Elizabeth. Depending on what part. Random, you're not late. This isn't a normal live. I'm actually getting ready to get off because my phone's on 3%. But normally my lives are Thursday, and normally it's from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to normally around 9 or 9:30. If we get to talking, it'll last a little longer. But tonight was a random night. Catherine was bored, and she wanted me to get on, and then I was like, I need to varnish anyway, so let's just talk to everybody. West of Louisville. Elizabeth, the painted horses, the life-size painted horses that are up there, is that year-round or do they only put those out during Gallapalooza? Because I have a bunch of the miniature ones that my grandma gets me for Christmas every year. And I came to Kentucky once and took some pictures with some of the life-size ones, but I didn't have time to ride around town and find all of them. So that's on my bucket list. That is on my bucket list to do. Okay, Hendersonville is, if you're talking about Hendersonville, North Carolina, it's right close to Asheville, Cherokee, Silva, Cullowhee area. I was born and raised in Tuckasegee, which is right past Cullowhee. Okay, so I'll definitely be coming to Kentucky, Elizabeth, because that is something that is on my bucket list to do. So that's something I want to do. You guys, this wine is so awesome. I wish I could share it with all of you. So yeah, I think we'll just do a kind of a road trip, or 2 or 3 road trips next year is kind of my goal, because the Greyhound isn't that bad. I can go from here in North Carolina all the way to Cali for about $280, and it'll only take 2.5 days to get there. So it is a lot in the grand scheme of things, but if I save up between now and next March or April, then I think it'll be okay. Because I could literally probably put $10 in my savings account each week and do it. So we're going to make it happen, people. Okay. So my phone is on 2%. If I get to meet you, I will buy you a bottle of wine that's made here. Elk Creek wine. Okay, that would be interesting. I haven't had Elk Creek wine. Like I said, I normally don't drink a lot of wine, but I actually really like this one. I think this is Galeo Family Vineyards. I don't even know if it's local or not. Oh, no, this is from California too. It's Galeo Family Vineyards in Modesto, California. So I'm sitting here drinking a little piece of Cali. Oh, that was Elizabeth, not Spicy. See, my names are running together when I look at the screen, you guys. But that sounds awesome. I've only been to Michigan once, so I don't really have much of a. Yeah, New York's gonna be rough anyway. Okay, well, I'll see all of you guys later. I'm at 2%, and I need to go wash the varnish, because that's one thing about this varnish. It will clear coat your hands. Go wash it off of my hands and charge my phone because it's about to die. And corn. Catherine, you do not know how long it just took me to look at the word cornfield land and actually figure out what it said. So that was interesting. Okay, you guys, I love y'all, but I really do probably need to get off. Probably need to go put this wine up so I don't drink the rest of it. Isn't that random cactus? I don't own a fish tank right now. That is also one of my goals. I want a fish tank. I want it tanked. I want to win the lottery, and I want Tank to come out, and I want a fish tank in between my living room and my kitchen, and I want it to be a 2-way, the whole wall, to where you can sit in the kitchen and sit in the living room and see through it and see me cooking in the kitchen. But yeah, I'm crazy. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm a little drunk, maybe. No, I think I'm just tipsy, but still, I think it's probably best that I go ahead and sign off before my phone turns off. Okay, bye everybody. I had so much fun tonight. I'm charging my phone so I can watch Marcy's live in like less than an hour. Okay, Catherine, I'll put these up for you when they dry and I will varnish them and let you know. Love you guys. Had so much fun. Thank you guys for keeping me company tonight.